What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Leicester City, guys, at home at Old Trafford, guys. Anyway, guys, before I start today's video, guys, fortunately this video will not be fully edited due to the fact that our next game against Liverpool is tomorrow night. I don't have enough time to edit this video, unfortunately. The second video, blame this on the FA, blame this on the Premier League. I'm annoyed and frustrated with the tight schedule that we have, and then I'll be back in my next video, and my next video will be fully edited, and that will come out next week. Look out for that one. But yes, guys, this video will not be fully edited due to the fact that our next game against Liverpool is tomorrow night. We have to get on with it. We've got a tight schedule, games that we should not be playing on a Sunday, Tuesday and a Thursday. I already said my piece in my last video. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's just get straight into today's video. We made 10 changes from the last game against Aston Villa, talking about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Williams, Bailly, Tuanzebe, Telles, Van der Beek, Matic, Traore, Mata, Elanga and Greenwood. Getting to the overall reaction now. League done. United loss ends title hopes. But what can I say? I'm annoyed and frustrated, obviously with City winning the league. Not good enough, not the result we were after. I thought we played really well in the first half. Second half it was all Leicester City. It was a game of two halves. We didn't really create much chances. I blame that on the Premier League for this game. It's disappointing. We need to sort out our defending on set pieces. There are some good individual performances. Some players look rusty. First half decent, second half poor. The performance was good. It is what it is. Onwards and upwards, and we move on. Anyway, guys, let's just get straight into this video. What did I make of the performance? I thought it was a good performance overall. I think it was a game of two halves, if you ask me. I think, in the first half we looked really good. I thought Leicester looked like they put out their B team in the first half, especially that they were playing their starting 11. And there's been a bit of backlash today saying that we should get points deducted after playing our B team, which is just ridiculous. You hear it from Trevor Sinclair and people and other fans as well. And you're just thinking, well, we had no other choice except to rotate. And Jurgen Klopp got asked this in his press conference today, and he said, I would have had to do the same. And he's one of the greatest managers, as well. He's up there as well, and he's one of the best managers out there as well. And he said in his press conference today, I would have done the same. I would have made changes. And but yeah, I mean, we had to make changes for this one. There was no, to play 4 games in 8 days, 3 games in 5 days is ridiculous. And you know what? I blame this loss on the Premier League. Why? Because it's just completely out of order. You cannot play Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. That's 3 games in 5 days. You can never do that. You can never do that. There's no time to train whatsoever. There's not much time to prepare as well. We're literally playing tomorrow night, and it's just not good enough by the Premier League. And I blame this loss on the Premier League, and I completely blame this loss on the Premier League. I'm not going to give any excuses because I thought the performance was good. I'm not going to scapegoat any players. I thought the players in times did look rusty in the game. Thought there were some good individual performances as well, but at the same time you do sort of look at the team. Thought the second half we had tired legs, and because we don't rotate enough, we don't have that sharpness in our team, and some of these players are still rusty. And because Ollie doesn't rotate his squad, and because he doesn't play Donny van der Beek enough, he's rusty. So some players we've seen this season, like Matic, like Mata, but when you're playing obviously players like Van der Beek's not got many games as well this season as well. So I think it's annoying and frustrating. And but I thought it was a game of two halves. It was one of those games, to be honest. I'm not going to react too much over this loss. I think I didn't really see a loss coming. I think at best I could see a draw, but at the end of the day, Leicester pipped us. Shite defending once again by us. We can't do anything. Well, we can do something about it, but we don't do anything about it. And I'm sure that we'll be at the top of the league with the amount of goals that we've conceded on set pieces, on corners as well. We'll be at the top of the league because we've conceded too many corners this season, and it'll be up there, and we'll be up there. We'll be in the top 4 because we've conceded too many goals on corners this season. We have, and that's another one as well. And but I'm not going to scapegoat any players. I think it's unfair with Ollie making 10 changes. and I expected changes, and we're going to go all out. We have to go all out attack now against Liverpool, and then we've got 4 days then to prepare for Fulham. So, but yeah, I think I thought it was a good game overall. I thought, once we got to 1-1, we thought, there's going to be goals in this game. And I sort of predicted a 1-0 win for United, but then I thought, no, there's going to be goals in this. And there was goals in it, 3 goals in it. And I'm a little bit annoyed and frustrated that the league's done now. Obviously, City are champions. We can't do anything about that. Fair play to City. They've been fantastic this season. And but yeah, it was a game of 2 halves. It was one of those games, to be honest. And we didn't really create much chances going forward. The only chance that we had was the goal, really. We didn't really create much in the second half. And I blame that on the Premier League for this game as well. I blame it on the Premier League for this loss. And it's disappointing. It's annoying and frustrating. And I thought there were some good individual performances out there. Some players looked rusty. Some players looked all right in times as well. Players like Greenwood looked great as well. And but yeah, I thought the performance was good, and it is what it is. Onwards and upwards. We move on to the next one against Liverpool now, tomorrow night. Getting into the first half now. I thought we started the game a little bit slow, but then I thought we sort of got it. We grew into the game. We found our rhythm, our momentum. Obviously, it's not, it's never nice when you go 1-0 behind, to be honest. And obviously that was a shit goal to give away. And again, it comes from the right side. Brandon Williams acting like a centre-back. And, just completely out position. Obviously then you're thinking, what's the reaction from these players? And I thought it was a brilliant reaction from the players. I thought we got on the front foot. I thought we played some good stuff in times. I thought the passing was a lot quicker than usual with our first team. And then I thought we didn't really create much chances, did we? And I thought the only chance that we had and the only shot on goal that we had was the goal. And that's an incredible stat, to be honest. And but yeah, no, we didn't. Once we got back level, great goal by Greenwood. Obviously, I thought then we sort of controlled that first half. Leicester didn't look very good. They struggled to get back into the game, Leicester. And then second half, Leicester were just dominated that second half. Absolutely controlled the second half, and they were all around us. They were pushing. I think there was a lot of pressure on Leicester, to get a result, and obviously with them on the crossbar being fourth, and I think West Ham was behind them, and I think if they lost yesterday to us, and West Ham had won their last 3 games of the season, Leicester could have easily bottled it. They could have bottled it once again, but they got the win. Big win for them. It's annoying because we've not beaten them this season, but we'll get them back next season. It's one of them. But Ollie made changes. We went with a shit team, but we can't do anything about it. Blame the Premier League for it. But yeah, I mean, it's annoying and frustrating. And then obviously then they were pushing. They were the better team, controlled it, dominated it. And then it wasn't a great time to bring on the subs. We brought on the subs to try and make an impact in the game. Straight away from when we brought in these 2 subs, I think we conceded on the goal. Set play once again, not good enough. And then the players that came on didn't really make an impact in the game. Didn't really see much in them, and they were non-existent, to be honest. And they got a big win, massive win. We didn't look like scoring in the second half. We didn't create anything in the second half. And that sums up the whole game, to be honest. I can't find anything positive to find in that second half. Maybe we passed the ball well, one-touch football. I thought that was really good as well. Something that we've not done in a long time with our first team, where we always bloody control it and pass it instead of just not one passing it all the time. But yeah, we played some good stuff in times, and it's annoying and frustrating to concede 2 more goals, but we can't do anything about it at the end of the day. What's done is done. We move on at the end of the day. That's now 5 home games we have lost. I thought we played quite well in the first half, but in the second half it looked like the players were tired, which is understandable. Where do I rank this loss? To be honest, with this loss, I blame this on the Premier League, hands down. I think with all the other 4 losses, there's no excuses for them. But for this one, it's an excuse because, you know, the Premier League set us up to fail, to be honest. They decided to put us 3 games in 5 days. And I blame this loss on the Premier League. It's all in the Premier League and for this. And I don't rank it up there. I mean, we've had worse, to be honest. I mean, the worst result that we've lost this season is obviously the Tottenham one. But obviously the Palace one was not great. Obviously we didn't have a pre-season. We got beat by Palace, didn't we? Tottenham was a spanking, but you know, there was excuses there. Well, there's no excuses actually. In the Arsenal one, no excuses again. We should have beaten Arsenal, but they turned up like as if they were Barcelona. Sheffield, they turned into prime Barcelona once again, and yeah, it's just annoying. But then the Leicester one, I think you've got to blame it on the Premier League for setting us up on a Tuesday night, and this game was supposed to be scheduled for tonight, and but it's one of them. You know, I fully blame this on the Premier League. I'm calling them out as well, and you cannot set us up. You know, 3 games in 5 days. It's impossible, and you know, the 10 changes had to be needed, had to be done as well. Jurgen Klopp said as well he would have done the same thing, but it's just not good enough from the Premier League. I mean, the FA as well, shame on them as well for setting this game up on a Tuesday as well, and they've got a lot of questions to answer really, and we could have easily played this Liverpool game on a Sunday, but we're fucking playing it on tomorrow night, which is unbelievable, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's one of them. We made changes. They had their starting 11. They went for it. They had to go for it yesterday. And if they didn't go for it, and if they somehow didn't get a result, pressure would have been on Leicester, because now they've got 2 tough games to the end of the season. They've got Chelsea and Tottenham. So, whereas we've got Liverpool, Fulham and Wolves, and you'll be thinking maybe 7 points out of the 9. So, if we can do that, that'll probably seal us second place, and I think we've already got second place anyway. I know we've got Leicester behind us by a couple of points now, and Chelsea as well, but don't forget them two are playing each other, and let's hope they can drop points, and then we can go and beat Fulham and Liverpool hopefully in the next couple of days. And but yeah, we have to move on. It is what it is, and we move on. Greenwood once again is hitting it off. He has now scored the most Premier League goals for Man United as a teenager, surpassing Wayne Rooney. That's an incredible stat, now scoring 17 goals. Oh, he's a wonder kid. He's absolutely a brilliant player. 19 years of age, still got a long career to go with Manchester United. Fantastic player. People, you know, compare him to Robin van Persie as well. Fantastic player. Got a right foot, left foot. He's going to be on the bench though, unfortunately, against Liverpool, with him playing already 3 games. So he's a brilliant teenager, still learning, still improving, scoring 17 goals as well this season as well, surpassing Wayne Rooney, and brilliant. I mean, you've got to give praise for Greenwood. He's been on the scoring sheet, and he's been brilliant this season as well, and hopefully he does get the call up for the Euros. But he's been brilliant this season. 17 goals from him, absolutely brilliant, and you can't ask anything more from Greenwood once again. And I hope he keeps up this good, this good run of form, this momentum, and hope he can take it in now to the last 3 games of the season. And yeah, brilliant performance by Greenwood. I thought he put on a great performance. Obviously, some people gave him man of the match, but keep your eyes out for who is my man of the match. And but yeah, I thought Greenwood once again, fantastic player, incredible stat, 17 goals this season, surpassing Wayne Rooney, and it's brilliant. Who is my man of the match? I'm going to go through all the players once again, which I always do now, which is the new thing. De Gea, I thought he didn't have much to do, but obviously you can't really blame him for the goal. He had nothing he couldn't do anything there. Brilliant goal by Luke Thomas, fantastic. Brandon, I think he had a poor game, and I'm not going to scapegoat him. People were saying he should go to League 2 and stuff like that. I mean, again, he was rusty in the game. Bailly, I think he's just still recovering from COVID. Didn't look great in that game yesterday. Swansea though, absolutely fantastic yesterday. Tellez, I thought he had an okay game. I thought Matic had a really good game as well. Van der Beek, rusty. I think people were scapegoating him as well. Now Ahmad, brilliant player as well. He's got to be up there as well. Mata just didn't have the legs in the second half, unfortunately. Looked tired in the second half, looked okay in the first half, but second half he fell off the cliff. Alanga as well, debut. I thought he had a good performance as well, and Greenwood obviously good performance, got the goal. I'm going to give this to Tuanzebe, to be honest, and then Ahmad would be up, then Matic, then Ahmad, and then Greenwood. But no, I thought Tuanzebe was absolutely fantastic. He deserves my man of the match. And but yeah, we move on. How do we beat Liverpool? Now, obviously, we've got Liverpool in our next fixture. Obviously, that's tomorrow night. I mean, what can I say? I mean, with this schedule, it's just unbelievable, to be honest. But you know what? This is going to be a difficult one. We always know it's going to be a tough one against Liverpool. Great side, got great quality players. With the players that they're missing, though, we might have half a chance. You know, with the amount of players that are injured for them, you know, they're just dropping like flies at the minute. And to be honest, I think they're going to be there for the taking tomorrow. We're going to be going all out for this. We're going to go with our strongest 11, and so are they. They're going to try their best to get something out of it as well. I've written down a few notes about Liverpool. I think they're quick in the transition as well. They're a threat on the counter-attack, and we've got to keep an eye out on Jota as well. Not only just him, Mane, Salah, Firmino. Firmino's not having a great season for me as well. I think their defence is not organised when they concede goals, and they like to stretch out their opposition as well. And we've got to be careful of Trent's crosses into the box as well, because they're always dangerous, get into dangerous positions. And then they've got this habit over the last couple of games. It didn't happen in their last game against Southampton, but the game before that and the game before that, they've conceded 2 late goals. And if that comes into plan, then we know what we can do. We can score late goals, and hopefully that can come back and haunt them tomorrow as well. But against Liverpool, we have to be on our A game tomorrow. This is never an easy game. And, you know, to beat Liverpool, you have to go and target their weaknesses and expose them. They're going to be playing with a weak defence tomorrow. I can guarantee you they're going to be playing with a weak defence. Go and expose that Nat Williams and whoever else they're playing. Go and expose them. You know, that's what we did in the FA Cup. We went and targeted their centre-back. It was shite. We made the runs in from behind on that defender. It was shite in the game. You have to go and target their weaknesses. And you have to go and expose them as well. I think, you know, Dean Henderson has to be on his A game tomorrow. He has to be on his A game tomorrow, as well. And I think also the main thing for me is we have to defend properly as a team. We have to defend properly as a team, even though we're going to be playing with a back 6. We need to keep it tight and compact at the back. And then obviously when we're on the counter attack. When we're on the counter-attack, we need to make the runs in from behind. We need to get in between the lines. I think also, you know, and when we get the chances, you have to take them. You have to take your chances, and that's what pissed me off in the reverse fixture at Anfield. We had the chances in the first. We had the chances against them at Anfield, but we never took our chances. You have to take your chances against these lot as well, and you have to go and target their weaknesses and go and expose them. And also, as well, we have to defend. Like I said, we have to defend properly as a team, and we have to defend properly on set pieces as well. So this is it. We struggle on set pieces. We struggle to defend on set pieces massively this season, and we're gonna have to defend properly. We have to defend more than ever we've done before, and we have to run them more than ever we've done before. And go and target their weaknesses and go and expose them. They're going to play with a weak back line. They're going to play with a weak back 4 tomorrow. I can guarantee you that, because they're struggling. They've got hardly no defenders. They've got no centre-backs. They're all out injured. So this is the chance to go and beat them. They're going to be there for the taking tomorrow. And we need to be on our A game. Not only just Dean Henderson, but the team needs to be on their A game. We need to have a quick start against these. I said this in my last video, but once again, we've gone behind. And we thought we could come back from behind to win the game. But you cannot do that against Liverpool. You have to have a quick and bright start, on the front foot, high intensity, high tempo, push them back. I think the football intelligence has got to be there, and we've got to be on our A game. We've got to be on our A game, and when we create the chances, you have to go and take your chances. What did we do against City at the Etihad? We took our chances. What did Shaw do? He got right down on that left flank and he took his chance. He scored on it as well. That's what we have to do against this Liverpool side. You have to take your chances against them. We have to be ready to defend and go and target their weaknesses. Their back line is going to be so inexperienced. Go and target that. Go and target those centre-backs because they're going to be weak. And go and target them. They'll make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, capitalise on their mistakes and go and punish them. Go and score the goals. Take your chances as well. And that's what we've got to do against these lot as well. Getting to the goals now. First goal. Great ball over the top by Mata. Thomas gets the ball in, gives the ball away. Ally wins the ball back. Ally pass the ball to Greenwood. Greenwood moves away from 4 Leicester players, shoots and scores for 1-1. Getting to the stats now, possession for Man United, it was 53.1%, and for Leicester, it was 46.9%. Goals for Man United, it was 1, and for Leicester, it was 2. Total shots for Man United, it was 4, and for Leicester, it was 12. Shots on target for Man United, it was 1, and for Leicester, it was 3, and they scored 2 goals as well. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was bang on 25%, and for Leicester, it was bang on 25%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 4, and for Leicester, it was 4. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 0, and for Leicester, it was 8. Total passes for Man United, it was 561 passes, and for Leicester, it was 491 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 82.4%, and for Leicester, it was 82.3%. Getting to the substitutions now, Greenwood went off for Cavani. Talk about Mason's performance. Claimed another great goal that encapsulates the potential greatness of Greenwood, sensibly removed just after the hour. Elanga went off for Rashford. Talk about Anthony's performance. Energetic on his United debut, but not quite ready for a game of such intensity. Made away for Marcus Rashford in the 65th minute. Diallo went off for Fernandes. Talk about Amad's performance. Seized on Thomas's mistake to assist Mason Greenwood and was useful outlet in attack and encouraging full debut. Next up, we've got Liverpool. Liverpool are 6th in the table. I'll tell you what, and I've said this before, these lot are going to be there for the taking tomorrow. And like I just said then, when we get our chances, we have to take our chances. They're going to have an inexperienced back four. We need to go and exploit that and go and expose it. Target their weaknesses. I'll tell you now, they're going to be playing with a weak back four tomorrow. All of their centre-backs are out injured. Go and target that defence. The defence is shaky for them. They're going to be worried. They're going to be panicking. I tell you now, they can't defend properly when they're playing players out of position. We've got to be on it. A game has got to be there. When we get our chances, we have to take our chances. Simple as. We didn't take them at the Anfield. They're there for the taking. Go and take your chances. Go and punish them. Because they're there for the taking. I'll guarantee you that. They're going to be there for the taking. 3 points are up for grabs here. I fucking want to really beat these a lot, I tell you. If we beat these, I'll be ecstatic over this win. And this is the last big game now for us. And if we get past these with a win, I'll be buzzing, because then we go to 73 points. Then you'll be thinking in the last 2 games, that should be easy 6 points then. But let's focus on this one first. Let's get the job done against Liverpool. Let's be ready what we've got to do. We've got to defend properly, attack properly. When we get on the attack, take your chances and go and expose their weaknesses. And when you get Cavani in around the box, their defender's not going to stop him, I'll tell you right now. So far, Liverpool are scoring 1.7 goals per game. So far, Liverpool are conceding 1.1 goals per game. Liverpool have the 8th best defence in the league. Liverpool have won 16, drawn 9 and lost 9. They've lost to Villa 7-2, Southampton 1-0, Burnley 1-0, Brighton 1-0, Man City 4-1, Leicester 3-1, Everton 2-0, Chelsea 1-0 and Fulham 1-0. If Burnley and Fulham can beat them, we can beat them tomorrow. Liverpool have lost 3 games away from home. Liverpool had a decent start to the season. In recent weeks, they haven't been the same. And also their poor form pretty much started back in December against West Brom. And West Brom drew as well. The last time Man United beat Liverpool was on Saturday the 10th of March 2018 and it ended 2-1 to United. The last time Man United lost to Liverpool was on Sunday the 19th of January 2020 and it ended 2-0 to Liverpool. The players to look out for is Alisson, Robertson, Trent, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Thiago, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Jones, Shaqiri, Firmino, Mane, Salah and Jota. Hope you guys are enjoying our video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.